Hi everyone, hope I am live. Quickly check. I'll quickly check if I can hear myself, and if any of you can also confirm. I see that a couple of viewers were waiting, so hopefully should be live. And we'll discuss RBI policy in case one would like to understand more on what happened. And also this environment, I think the environment we are right now in, यहाँ पे बहुत volatility है markets में. Everybody is actually काफी परेशान types, I mean, so it is my duty to kind of just kind of come here and open any Q&A you have in mind. I am sure nothing to worry. All of you are here for long term in terms of your investment journeys, and therefore I'll just simply say that be at it. Do not worry at all. I see a lot of you have joined. 12 of you are watching, and I hope I'm audible as well. So क्या करेंगे? We'll follow our alternate. So this is our alternate Wednesday where we come on lunch time. In case you have any questions during market hours, and as part of our monthly Ask Me Anything meeting, anyways, we will be going live, this weekend, which is our AMA. Now, usually our AMA might would have fallen on 16 Saturday, but Saturday is a day where we are celebrating our second year of our operations. So GoalFi as a company, Goalzen Capital Services, is turning 2 on 15th August. And we are doing our very first offline event in Hyderabad, which is our head office, and inviting all the investors, all the subscribers to be with us, celebrate our second year of completion. And of course, some launch, we are launching some products around advisory business, etc., which also will kind of discuss in that launch. So in case you are in Hyderabad or planning to be in Hyderabad, or your friends and families are in Hyderabad, please do invite them on my behalf. Also, please do reach out to us on our WhatsApp, which can be easily accessed by chat.golfi.app. There is a simple. I'll ping that thing here. So if somebody would try to just reach out to this, it will open up a WhatsApp number which will connect to us. And in case you are in Hyderabad, your friends and family are in Hyderabad, they are very much welcome to join us over lunch, on 16th August. Now, it's a RSVP based event. Of course, absolutely free for sure. But since we have limited seats, you have to fill a form, and depending on the capacity of the kind of location, and we will confirm, a couple of days before. So just let me know in case anybody would like to visit. And we already have a lot of participants who are part of Hyderabad chapter. So we have city-based chapters, as you all know. In case your city is not listed in our community and please do let me know. We will add that city chapter. Right now we have all major cities from Delhi, NCR to Bangalore to Hyderabad to Chennai to Ahmedabad to Pune to Calcutta, Mumbai, all of that. I am also traveling to Bombay in this month. I'm also traveling to Bangalore this month. So we will also meet as part of our Bombay and Bangalore chapters in case you all are around. So Hyderabad, Bombay, and Bangalore might happen this month. In terms of I kind of coming and meeting you guys over there. The whole idea is that since markets are in a tough territory. Hi Rahul, hi Hari. Good afternoon. So if markets are in tough territory, it is very important that we will absolutely be very, very demotivated, and I totally understand all of that. However, nothing much can be done when the markets are absolutely weak. I really was hoping that quarter now, which is starting, right, July, I mean, which is ongoing, July, August, September, will be the last quarter of any pain. And we started with, say, the downside from October last year, right? Q2. So April, May, June, results are coming out. They are flat results, not very, very positive, but at the same time, not at all discouraging. Results are all right, I'll say. July, August, September is where I'll see because of the kind of inflation is going southwards, which is good stuff. Of course, we have seen the RBI kind of MPC policy today, and we have seen that the repo rates, the bank rates, the CRR, everything is unchanged. And the whole idea is that since the 100 basis points were cut right in the last meeting, the idea is that transmission of that number should kind of happen first before further rate cut we can expect in this financial year. I'm sure one or two more rate cuts I can anticipate from my understanding of overall broad economics, how we are playing up. But if you look at the current kind of decision of today, it was very much anticipated because the 100 basis points which were cut are yet to be kind of passed on to the hands of the user, whether it is about reduction in your home loan rates to reduction in your other loans, and therefore NBFCs and are still my favorite. NBFCs and financial services are still my favorite bets. I know that a lot of tough numbers we have seen as part of these results in terms of microfinance and other stuff, which you will expect from us, maybe another video or a blog which we will write around it. But overall, the if you look at the overall net interest margins, the overall NPAs, gross NPAs to net NPAs, I think we are in very much control. Our foreign reserves are very, very stable. CPI inflation is kind of, I think June was the lowest when it hit. And food inflation was down because I think we have seen uptick in our agriculture activity. That is because of very good monsoon, which is around. And at least for this financial year, you have seen that the governor said that the next Q1 FY27, there the numbers are slightly higher. If you see 4%, odd, which is 4.9 rather. Q1 I see Q1 FY27, which is really kind of something to be cautious about. But that's still far, and therefore we have to focus on the immediate relief we have in terms of the growth story. Now, in terms of, if you think about who can be a beneficiary or, so I have done some articles which should be published in kind of, say, some newspaper sector, maybe shortly already done. I have to check Google if they have out right now, but I was asked a quote right in the morning about. So the whole idea is that if you see it could be helpful from people who are gold loan borrowers and NBFC especially. I'm very, very optimistic because it could mean that the gold loan rate, I'll say, gold loan rate can drop further, which would give borrowers a more affordable liquidity, right? Which is the need. And inflation also, as I said, last time we hit 2.1 in June, and this will help NBFCs, I'll say, maintain very healthy margins because they can say reduce the spread. And for families, I'll say, for small businesses, I'll say it is who are relying on gold loans. This would mean low EMI for you, better cash flow. So at GoalFi, I'll say that we are very kind of our research shows that today's neutral stance, right, by the RBI, it balances that stability and and growth support. So we are expecting gold loan portfolios to further expand. We're expecting NBFC's balance sheet to further strengthen, right? And that would really help, I'll say, the wider economy. So that's about how we are doing in terms of the RBI policy. We can also talk about how markets are doing. And I don't see any questions somebody's asking for our Arunachal Pradesh chapter. So we usually have a city chapter. So let me know which city in Arunachal Pradesh most of subscribers would are from. You can vote, and I'll absolutely add a city chapter in that part of the country for sure. So let me just share my screen and kind of show you where we are placed in terms of our indexes. Let me share my screen and maybe you can see it shortly. Now days are, I mean, this is very weak, as you all know. I have been kind of again come back to the screen and keeps telling you that No, we are very, very weak in momentum. Uh, I'll take that question, Hardik. He wants to invest more in um, yeah, thanks. I want to invest more in alpha blend and financial growth, small case. So should I wait for rebalance or invest now? I think these are the good markets. Do not really wait. See, financial growth is a theme which we are really bullish on. It's a multi-year theme. We will play this theme for the next 5-7 years. So do not wait for any rebalance there. Please do. You can absolutely add capital. You can always utilize the kind of volatile markets right now and keep on adding because the rebalance there is quarterly in nature. Also, it is more aligned to just shifting gears from private banks to NBFCs to AMCs to capital markets, right? So, and there's a small weightage change sector which happens. So good stuff there is always kind of available for you to add capital or do SIP in this that kind of models. From the perspective alpha blend, depend on how you are placed right now because we have seen some drawdowns recently in a couple of companies in that basket, which were mainly led by some results outcome and some CEO resign and some kind of broad news, and therefore great opportunity to add capital to average it up because these are discretionary baskets. Your companies which are apart will continue to be there because if they continue their strong balance sheets quarter on quarter, and even if we do rebalance, it for the weightage of that company on you will be very limited, so the impact is very limited. So yeah, please do add. uh, Mr. वेल्थ वेव में प्रॉब्लम होगा पॉलिसी चेंज. थैंक्स हेम सक्सेना फॉर योर फीडबैक. मिस्टर बीटू, वेल्थ वेव में प्रॉब्लम होगा पॉलिसी चेंज के कारण वेल्थ वेव में मनी ऐड करूं या रीबैलेंसिंग? नहीं, मैंने अभी आई थिंक आंसर्ड क्वेश्चन ऑफ हार्दिक. आई थिंक दैट आंसर अप्लाइज टू मिस्टर B2 एज वेल. राहुल पूछ रहे हैं, सर इफ ट्रम्प स्टॉप टू टॉक फॉर सम डेज विल मार्केट कम इन गुड शेप अगेन? See, I'm very personally not a big fan of how things are evolving in terms of both countries issuing messages for each other, whether it is an official statement we are making or whatever Trump at his will says. But I think we have to support what we do as a nation. We are doing right thing, whether it is about I mean, from my perspective, from my lens, whether it is about import of oil from Russia or whatever, we are doing what is right for our country and will continue to do so. We wouldn't, of course, be guided by. We have to, of course, take into cognizance the big powers of the world. But I think from an economic point of view, if you look at, say, the percentage of GDP which has any impact of these tariffs is what, 2-3%, right? So and that too, we have pockets of sectors and subsectors which, for example, in pharma, healthcare, just the generic I'll say generic pharma companies which produce generic medicines, of course, have a lot of will have a lot of impact on tariff. But if you think about other players, CDMO linked players, it is minimal at the same time. So the total actual impact, of course, sentiment is very negative. FI flow becomes a part. FI starts to kind of take out money. Our rupee might weaken, and all that may happen. However, our government talked about our foreign reserves. Our government talked about, kind of a lot of growth. I mean, our robust growth in the ecosystem. So I don't think we have to really worry too much. It will impact because of the positioning of the US where it is positioned. However, I think I'll say that our job here is to find quality businesses which are more domestic consumption led and less reliance on exports or on tariffs as a concept. And therefore, we have a lot of pockets in our country, a lot of sectors which will do anyways, right? Good in terms of SME growth. And so there are quarters, of course, where you see NBFCs also kind of reducing. I mean, in their management commentary, right? They have those guidance that the days past due in terms of defaults is now increasing, but days past due does not mean that it will result into a a net NPA, right? There are checks and controls which all of the NBFCs and banks takes into account. And I also worked for a big part of my career in credit risk, where I did a lot of stuff around DPD. So the whole point is, do not worry too much about that. The managements of few of the NBFCs in our country, very well run companies, very profitable, very good strong balance sheet, very good network of both distribution of kind of loans as well as collection. So there is weakness happening in some pocket, but I think overall we are all right. If you look at broad indexes, Nifty 50, for example, it will of course see a lot of weakness because of what is happening with IT as a sector. And IT as a sector is struggling. The fact that lot of job cuts happening because a lot of reskilling needs to be done. Our services company needs to shift slightly towards product-based companies, and that kind of transition will take its own course. They are big players in the market with strong balance sheet. However, they were largely service providers, and since with AI and all this stuff, of course, we need less people to do. We need more journalists, I'll say, rather than specialists now, and therefore those companies have to. And therefore, if you see Nifty IT is sitting very down somewhere, right down. Right. So capital markets, yeah, there's nothing good picture here. There's nothing great picture right now. Okay, Baroda chapter will have Hardik, and don't worry about your loss, Hardik. That's nothing much. So if you look at even base indexes, if I show you, nothing much. Nifty Alpha 50 is trying to kind of put out momentum is kind of playing out, but you see there's nothing here, right? There's nothing much here. If you see on the upper quadrants, and unless something's come in the upper quadrant, there's no money to be made. It's just wait and watch kind of situation. You can also talk about. I can quickly talk about, say, market view, if that helps you in any form. Market view is also very weak. I don't see any much of orange and greens. There is no green, unfortunately, all red. Even our last 8 weeks are also not very, except how we only had 2 months ago, like the April, May, June, right, when the market started to turn. So I think we are back. If you see in defense, how we kind of now dead from 7 to 0. So we have seen how weeks on weeks, first 2, 3, 4, 8 weeks, 2 months, how we have moved. So there's no upward trajectory right now. We have to see pockets. New age consumption. No, I don't think there's any good stuff except some pockets in financial services which might do good, on capital market which might do good, right? So that's the sad state of affair right now. And Brajesh, market always surprises us. Just follow strategy is the only way. Yes, Brajesh G is absolutely right. Market is here to surprise, and I am again hopeful from a perspective of a quarterly cycle that the cycle we started to deteriorate markets last year, which is October cycle. This October, I am slightly so this September end will finish the entire 1 year of our downturn, right? Exact October 7th. I was traveling, and when the markets took the first kind of big drawdown, and that continued, and the market never went back to that stage. When I say market never went back, usually it is not wise to only look at the broad market index like Nifty 50 because it doesn't reflect too much of the broad market. You have to look from a perspective of a total market index, right, or a Nifty 500 index, or a kind of a mix of mid, small, and all. So understand that the companies were still sitting too much down, even after some recovery happened in the broad market as well. Overall, tough for people who started from now. People who started from last September have not seen green lights. I think people who started in July, August are still good. They still are doing very well, or all right. And people who could, of course, add capital when markets had a drawdown, I'm sure they are happy because they could get pockets of drawdowns. So what we're doing something similar in detail in Hyderabad offline meeting, where we'll talk about all of this in detail in terms of FY26 kind of view, our deep dive on sectors, which pockets to play, what to expect from markets. So please do come to our offline catch up in Hyderabad on 16th August, and I will try to do something similar, very small scale, because Hyderabad we're trying to do little because it is our corporate office location, and it's also an anniversary from a perspective of a company launch. Small case anniversary happens on Dhanteras, so we launched in November, but our company got incorporated on 15th August 2023. So there we celebrate 2 years right there. And therefore do come over if you are in Hyderabad. And thanks, Loveleen, for your comment. So that's from me. I have shown you markets. I've shown you how markets are still weak. There's nothing much to show except what I have shown you right now. I think nothing to worry. Be in touch. We'll see if this Saturday is also Raksha Bandhan holiday. So I'll see if we are able to do the monthly AMA or monthly AMA needs to shift by any chance. Then I'll inform to our community via manager update, via email, via WhatsApp, so that you are fully informed and aware. And I think Hardik and Rahul and Mr. Bitud, we are getting some icons now. Super subscribers. I think top fans icon. So the good that some of the top fans are here. Number one is Hardik, which is great stuff. 75 XP. I don't know what XP means. So good that 20 people could take out time in the lunchtime and kind of come and be here. Anything which we publish in the media in terms of our understanding of the RBI numbers should soon be published, which we have already shared with the media. We will share the link as part of our manager update and email as well as WhatsApp. And yeah, and we also kind of starting advisory business, which means people who are kind of look for derivative side of business, etc. We also have kind of a new member in the team. Yes, Pratima, absolutely. You should. We also have a new member of the team who joined us as the head of technical analysis research. He goes live every day. Mr. Varun Joshi goes live every day on Money 9 at 12 p.m. where he reviews live market. So please do follow him as well. And anything you have with me, you can always ping chat.goalfi.app or book a meeting at meet.goalfi.app for me to answer anything you need to know. So that's all from me. I will see you on this Saturday for our monthly meeting, where I will, I think, share something similar data points. Maybe I will take more questions then if I couldn't take all the questions today. Okay, guys, that's what my agenda. I'll wait for 10-15 seconds. If I see any new chat comment, then I'll answer. Otherwise, I'll close the call. Hope it was useful. Okay, Brajesh, thank you. And thank you, everybody.